Hello, dear children. Welcome in Archana online class in the chapter Biodiversity, Volume 4. All of you know that there are three basic necessities of life: food, second, cloth, and shelter. You must have heard the name of a film, Roti, Kapda, or Makan. Why I am talking about this film? Actually, this film gives us information about the three basic necessities of life. Roti refers food, kapra refers something that we need to cover our body to protect our body from the environmental condition. And third part, we need shelter, that is habitat place. So let us discuss about the importance of species diversity to the ecosystem. And first importance of ecosystem is we get different sources of food. Over 3,000 species of food plants, only 150 species have been commercialized. It can be seen that 85% of the food output is produced by less than 20 species. Two-thirds of food is being produced by only three crops rich in carbohydrate. All of you also know the name of that plant, that is rice, wheat, and maize. Utilization of more and more food plants has to be made due to a species diversity in the ecosystem. We also get different sources of fat and oils, like you must have heard the name of the coconut oil, peanut oil, groundnut oil, sunflower oil, mustard oil, etc. Some newer species of oil are being investigated for obtaining high performing lubricants also. For example, bitter, colocynth, jojoba seeds. These plants have also medicinal value. We get also fibers to make fabric. Major source of fiber are cotton, sun hemp, rosella, coir, agave, etc. Search is continually on for new superior fiber yielding plants. We can't deny new varieties. There are some plants that are prone with the different types of bacterial, fungal, and viral diseases. So, new varieties, plants we can get, or you can say that domesticated commercial species are nowadays improved for various traits, especially now we are successful to get disease resistance plant by crossing them with wild relatives. For example, rice nowadays has been made resistant to four main diseases by crossing it with wild species Oryza nivara from India. Potato mostly affected by late blight disease and mosaic virus disease, but nowadays potato has been made resistant to late blight trait from Solanum demissum, potato mosaic virus white trait from Fusarium, and five races of cyst nematodes trait from Solanum aspergini. We also get drugs and medicines. There are so many drugs that are based on plant products. You also know about the some common plant name is Vinca rogia. Scientific name is Caranthus rogeus. It is also known as rosy periwinkle. It yields alkaloids. The name of the alkaloids that are found in this plant is vincristine and viblastine, that is useful for the treatment of leukemia. It is a kind of cancer. The same are now being synthesized chemically. Other drugs also derived from the plants like morphine, all of you know about that. That is also in Hindi termed as afim. Scientific name Papaver somniferum, that is used for relieving pain. Kunan, that we get from bark of the Kunan plant, that is Cinchona plant, and that is used for treatment of the malaria. Taxol we get from the bark of yew plant, Taxus brevifolia and Taxus baccata for eating cancer. In previous class, I also discussed about the reserpine that we get from Rolfia serpentina that is used for treating blood pressure to lower the blood pressure and schizophrenia disease. 25% of all drugs are currently sourced from 120 species of the plants. Traditional system of medicine world overuse thousands of local or wild plants for treating different types of malady. It is possible to manufacture innumerable synthetic products from the plant chemicals also, and these are called botanochemicals. Nowadays, botanochemicals are very useful for human welfare. Just I am showing you this plant that is name is Rosy periwinkle, and second is opium poppy that is scientific name is Papaver somniferum. So again repeat that what is the importance of rosy winkle? It contains alkaloids that is used for the treatment of the blood cancer name is leukemia, and this is used for relieving pain. We can't deny aesthetic value of the species diversity. Biodiversity has a lot of value in terms of aesthetics and attraction of people towards a particular place. Aesthetic value of biodiversity can be utilized for ecotourism, bird watching, wildlife, pet keeping, and gardening. There are so many cultural benefits of these specific species diversity. Historically, people have associated themselves with certain specific plants and animals, like we rear dogs that take care of our home. Many Indian homes have varieties of tulsi plant, scientific name is Ocimum sanctum, that has antibiotic and that is also known as sacred plant. And the tulsi plant has some medicinal value also. Trees of Ficus religiosa, common name is peepal. Prospis cinerea, common name is khejri, are considered as sacred plants. You know that people provides oxygen and that is also known as sacred plant. All these plants are worshipped by human beings. Many birds are believed to be sacred like koel in Dasara time. It is the symbol of good luck. Snakes are also worshipped. So remember Nag Panchami Puja. Every country and state recognizes particular plant and particular animal as symbol of national and state pride and cultural heritage. So like in our country also, national bird is peacock, national animal is tiger, national flower is lotus. Different types of ecosystem services human being get and take benefit. To maintain and utilize products and services of various ecosystem and individual species, biodiversity is very important. It plays very important role. Forest, if you talk about that, oceanic system, if you talk about that, all these environmental beauty, that is forest, oceanic system, control climatic condition and maintain gaseous composition in the atmosphere. You must have idea about the Amazon forest, that is known as lung of the planet Earth. Why? Because they give out 28% of the total oxygen. Biodiversity is essential for the natural pest control and maintenance of population of various species also. It is also important for pollination by insect and birds. So biodiversity is important for nutrient cycle, conservation of different types of plants and animals, purification of water, protection of soil. So if we want to value all these services that we get from ecosystem are valued at 16 to 54 trillion dollars per year. Communities with more species tend to be more stable cause of biodiversity. What does it mean? If in any community if there are more species, that means that have biodiversity, and that biodiversity is understood that that is more stable. Tillman explained by experiment, if we increase the biodiversity, it increase productivity. Now, Rivet Cooper hypothesis. This was given by Stanford ecologist Paul Ehrlich. This is very important question for CBSE exam. Explain Rivet Cooper hypothesis. What is this? It states that if an aeroplane equivalent to an ecosystem has thousands of rivets equivalent to a species, if each passenger removes a rivet, what does it mean? A species. From the aeroplane, that means ecosystem. Then it may not affect flight safety initially, but over a period of time, it may make the plane dangerously weak. What does it mean? It make the ecosystem weak. Removal of rivets, that means a species, from a critical part, that is a species performing major ecosystem function like wing will pose an immediate and serious threat of to the safety of the flight, that means ecosystem. The analogy is comparable to the functioning of an ecosystem. So all of you now understood what is Rivet-Cooper hypothesis. Actually, Rivet-Cooper hypothesis explain ecosystem function and what is the role of a species in the ecosystem. What is the cause of biodiversity loss? The world is nowadays facing a species extinction that is accelerated day by day. What is the cause? Due to the human interference. There are four main causes, and you can say that that is evit quadrate that causes loss of biodiversity. Number one, habitat loss and fragmentation. Second, over exploitation. Third, alien species invasion. And fourth one is co-extinction. So now, what does it mean, habitat loss and fragmentation? It is the most important cause of extinction. There are so many examples, like all of you know, tropical rainforest once covering 14% of the land surface of the earth, but now they cover only 6% of the land area. The Amazon rainforest, called the lung of the planet, are cleared for the cultivation of soya bean or are converted into grassland for rising beef cattle. The loss of a habitat deprives many animals and plants their homes and they face extinction. Degradation of many habitats by pollution threats and survival of many species. When a large habitat is broken up to fragments, the population of mammals and birds with migratory habits or requiring large territories are badly affected. So I think all of you understood overpopulation, urbanization, industrialization, requirement of additional land every year, actually the main destruction of or fragmentation of natural habitat. Second is overexploitation. There is a common proverb, when need turns to greed. This proverb, all of you understood what I want to signify here, it leads to over exploitation of natural resources. Nowadays, many species become extinct. So, excessive exploitation of a species, whether we talk about the plant or animal, reduces size of its population so that nowadays it becomes vulnerable to the extinction. Three subspecies of tiger nowadays: dodo bird in Mauritius, Steller sea cow, passenger pigeon, have become extinct in the last 500 years due to overexploitation by human beings. Many marine fish populations are declining around the world. Next is alien nations. What does it mean? When foreign species included in the native species. That means we can say that in other word, non-native or alien species, that means outsider species, are often introduced inadvertently for their economic and other usage. Many times they become invasive and inhibit growth and survival of local species. Island ecosystems are the most vulnerable for this activity. This is mainly because of their small size and a small number of species. All of you know about the Ecornia, water hyacinth, that came to the India due to presence of beautiful flower. Was introduced with intent to reduce pollution in Indian water. But what happened? Just reverse effect, that it has led to clogging of water bodies including wetlands and many places. This has resulted in death of several aquatic plants and animals. Here I want to say you remember eutrophication. Invasive weeds, species such as Parthenium, carrot grass, lantana in the main field. The illegal introduction of African catfish, Clarius gariepinus, for aquaculture purpose is posing threat to the indigenous catfish in our rivers. Nile perch, a predator fish, was introduced in Lake Victoria of South Africa. It has since then killed and eliminated ecologically unique diversity over 200 native species of a small cichlid fish. So there are so many examples that give you information or give you concept about how alien species invasion also the main cause of biodiversity loss. Co-extinction. All of you well known that two organisms live with each other. There are some interaction between the organisms in which one of the interaction is also known as obligatory or mutualistic relationship. Certain obligatory and mutualistic relationship exist in nature, and they are so much dependent on each other that extinction of one will automatically cause of the extinction of the other. Like when a host fish become extinct, its unique parasites also become extinct. Similarly, when one partner of co-evolved pollinator Mutalis becomes extinct, the other partner also have the same fate. For example, yucca moth and yucca flower. Why we need to save biodiversity? There are three main reasons that we need to save biodiversity. Narrowly utilitarian, broadly utilitarian, and ethical argument. What is narrowly utilitarian? What is narrowly utilitarian? What does it mean? These are obvious reasons. Human beings derive countless direct economic benefits from nature, such as food, firewood, fiber, construction material, industrial products, different types of things. Bioprospecting. The process of exploring molecular genetics and species level biodiversity to obtain and develop products of economic importance. You will be surprised to know more than 25% of the drugs are derived from the plants, and about 25,000 species of plants are used by native people as traditional medicine. So, hum- uh, human beings are derived countless direct economic benefits, and that is called narrowly utilitarian, broadly utilitarian. Biodiversities play a very important role in many ecosystem services provided by the nature. Why? All of you know that for the production of oxygen. Like just we have discussed about that Amazon forest alone provides 20% of the oxygen of the earth atmosphere through the photosynthesis. Pollination of plants through the bees, insect, birds, bat, etc., without which they cannot give us fruits and seeds. We can't imagine development or growth of the plant. Aesthetic pleasure of walking through thick weeds, watching a spring flower in full bloom, waking up to a bulbul song in the morning, etc. So, all these are included in the broadly utilitarian. Last one is ethical region. What does it mean? Every species has an intrinsic value, even if it may not be in current economic value to us. Humans owe their existence to all other organisms that inhabit and have inhabited this earth. It is our ethical responsibility, moral duty to take care for their well being and pause on the biological legacy in good order for the future generation. So we are lucky that we are blessed with such type of biodiversity and beautiful different types of species. And this is also again very important. At the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, June 1992, a biodiversity convention was signed by 150 countries. The signatories committed to conserve the variety of animals and plants within their jurisdiction. There are main six reasons why we should all value the biodiversity of the earth. So there is more value of the biodiversity of the earth, and why we should give value. There are main six regions. Number one, moral regions. A culture that encourages respect, a stewardship for wildlife and landscapes is preferable to a culture which does not take these things seriously. Aesthetic region, landscapes, different types of species should all be conserved because they are beautiful and enrich the life of the human beings, providing important natural functions. Ecosystems serve human because they provide natural functions. Like if you talk about the small microbes in the ecosystem, play very important role to break down of dead plants and animals, and they are also known as natural cleaner of the environment. They also play very important role in nutrient cycles, maintain humus of the soil, gives different types of food also like agaricus. Biodiversity provides actual and potential material and economic benefits to the people. Continuance of evolutionary processes. And last one is no one knows what human may need in the future. If a species have become extinct, human can never benefit from them. All of you know about the different types of plants and animals nowadays become extinct. So we can't take benefit from such type of diversity. In Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like me. And next part we will discuss in next session, and the topic is conservation of biodiversity. Thank you very much.